Hello, brothers and sisters and Heartdwellers Family. May you all be blessed. I love how the Lord continues to use me as an example of such great weakness. This happens every time. He will forewarn me of a test coming. And guys, I fail every single time. Many times, I'm so frustrated with myself. And I then tell the Lord, is everyone like this? I bet there are other brides of yours who actually adhere to your counsel and walk cautiously after a warning. But nope, I don't. Lord have mercy. I am truly an instrument of God's mercy, guys. If there's hope for me, don't you see there's hope for you? He has made it known to me. He allows me to fail over and over again, not only to humble me, but for me to hope and have confident trust in His mercy, so that I can tell others about His great mercy. That it matters not how many times you fall, fail, or become disappointed in yourself because of sin. You can trust in God's mercy to pick you up again, clean you off, and encourage you to continue on ahead. So Lord, thank you for your great mercy towards me. If you all can remember, the Lord gave us a strong warning a week or two ago concerning landmines of presumption all around us, and that we should be cautious to discern everything before moving forward in our actions, or even in a thought of presumption. I had 3 tests, and the first 2 I caught myself, and thank goodness the Lord stopped me from making some life-changing decisions for 2 souls that I was praying for and seeking discernment on their behalf. Indeed, as He mentioned, I had to pray longer and slower to finally see clearly in the fog. However, this situation I failed in caught me by surprise, as I was sucker punched by the enemy in my weakest area and hit with errors of rejection, which led me to open the door of judgment, causing me to fall into presumption and land right on my face. This message is more so a teaching on how presumption can lead to suspicion than judgment, which causes a fall. This is one of the enemy's greatest tactics to use in relationships of any kind: friendships, family relations, groups, and especially marriages. I want to share my weakness and expose my sin in hopes it will help another rise up above these demons of presumption and trust God to bring clarity and perspective before you react when you find yourself in a similar situation. The enemy used me to bring judgment on my own intercessory core group. I know, right? I'm a hot mess. After having a spiritual warfare dream concerning the group, I sent out an email to encourage the importance of joining our meetings. My words were strong, and some members took offense to it. And after sharing the message about jealousy, some others came forth with having feelings of scorn towards me. They confessed all of this freely with me, and the Lord in His goodness made us make amends swiftly with one another. I've come to love our little family, and so grateful that we are open, honest, and transparent with each other, so the enemy doesn't get a foothold. So many times they're quick to confess their weaknesses and sins towards each other. It's so beautiful to see and be a part of. This is a beautiful grace God has given our group, and I hope we can continue to keep it. We had another meeting following that, and not all were able to attend, and I left the meeting feeling drained and burdened about our group. I tried to shake it off, so I went into prayer before the Lord to confirm if what I was sensing was true, and sure enough, pulled the rhema that said, "Pray for your children." So I immediately sent out a message to the intercessors that we need to pray for the group. Something is amiss. I woke up the next morning full of anxiety and asked a couple of them to pray for my discernment and for our little family. When I went into prayer, my mass readings were all about being slandered and reproached and not fearing men, as tears ran down my face, confirming all I was feeling. Many areas of rejection and insecurity hit me hard, and thoughts of other recent disappointments hit me as I was feeling so weary and tired from everything, honestly. I went to Mother Claire to receive guidance and prayer how to handle the situation. She encouraged me greatly to press on as I received wisdom not to say anything about this. but simply to pray instead. Then one of the intercessors reached out to me after praying for me and the group and said he got good readings about the group. The first was brotherly love, which is always a great reading of unity in the group. However, for me, he got jealousy and scriptures on salvation. He then said he had a vision of me standing with bushes surrounding my feet and felt that there was some sort of hindrance in the spirit. In my pride, I thought, really? I felt the Lord was telling me differently. I had received a rhema that day which said, remember, this is all about salvation, about the cross I was carrying, confirming what I was told. Guys, you would think this would cause me to reconsider my presumption at this point. But I went on that day praying for myself and praying for the group, still feeling very vulnerable and uneasy. Then that evening during my adoration time, the Lord gave me a beautiful reading, which I will share with you guys at the end of this message, further confirming that I shouldn't fear men, to move bravely in the midst of criticism of others, and that He's made me a mother of souls, and He stands behind me, paraphrasing. I thought, wow, Lord, thank you so much, as tears of now peace came, thinking that I hadn't discerned wrong and something was amiss, but God was with me in this, and that is all that has ever mattered to me. Right before I was to go to sleep, I found went to the Bible promises for a different matter and got money, which almost always means the world. I was confused, wondering why I got that reading, and began to examine myself if any one of my thoughts or actions had been in the world. I meditated on it for a bit, then went to sleep. The following morning after prayer, I got rhemas, and they were not good or encouraging. I thought, uh-oh, Lord, I must have veered off somewhere. I got the rhema Psalm 15, and it said, examine yourself. The psalm reads, Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent? Who may live on your holy mountain? Those whose walk is blameless, who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from their heart, whose tongue utters no slander, who does no wrong to a neighbor, and casts no slur on others, who despises a vile person, but honors those who fear the Lord, who keeps an oath even when it hurts and does not change their mind, who lends money to the poor without interest, who does not accept a bribe against the innocent. Whoever does these things will never be shaken. Now I really thought, oh boy, I messed up. Lord, show me where I erred, please. I sat with the Lord before the Eucharist, and He made it known to me that I had opened the door by passing judgment on the group in my presumption, and I fell for it. I was stunned, thinking, but Lord, what about the rhemas and the confirmations? So I then went to the Bible promises for the first time in all of this, and you would have thought I would have gone to the Lord to confirm before, but I was sure in my presumption, so I didn't feel the need to discern. I then asked the Lord if there was any slander coming within the group. I got jealousy, which always means no, that I'm in disorder. Then it made sense why one of the intercessors got jealousy about me when he prayed, because I was in complete disorder. The bushes around my feet later I realized were hindrances of rejection, insecurity, judgment, and fear. Jesus then began to remind me of the reading I had got that night about money, which always means the world, and He was trying to tell me the slander was coming from the world, outside, not within.